Hi there, this is Srikanth Asare. So, in this lesson, we are going to introduce ourselves to programming in Java. So, Java is one of the world's most popular languages, which has created in the year 1995 by James Goslings. So, there are many features for Java programming language. One of the main features is it is architecturally neutral. Okay, so that means you can write Java programs once and you can run it anywhere depending upon the JVM you are using. Okay, so if you have the JVM installed to that particular architecture and you are good to go with your Java program. Okay, so you can run it on any architecture. Okay, so first let us look into the IDE here we are going to use. Okay, so here I am using NetBeans uh, 8.0. So to obtain NetBeans IDE, so just go to Google and type it NetBeans here. Okay, so you go to netbeans.org page here. Okay, so there you have a link to download in the right hand side. Okay, topmost corner of the right hand side. So click on download and you can have a wide variety of options here. Okay, so before downloading and installing NetBeans, you need to have to install JDK, which is very essential for writing Java programs and as well as installing NetBeans IDE. So JDK, if you want to obtain JDK, just type it Java in the Google, and it leads to oracle.com website, which is a wide variety of websites and choices you have to download the JDK. Okay, so here top downloads, you can select Java Standard Edition. So Java Standard Edition or JDK and everything are one and the same here. So here you have, by the time of this recording, Java Standard Edition version 8 update 20 is the most recent one. So you can click on the download and you can select your architecture and accept the license agreement, and you can select the architecture. So here I am using Windows 7 32-bit and you can select this option for my PC. So if you are with Windows 64-bit, you can select the 64-bit option, and if you are using macOS or Linux, whatever you want it. Okay, so if you click on download and it starts downloading. Okay, takes no time, and then you can download it and install it, which is very straightforward. And coming to NetBeans IDE, here you have a wide variety of options here. NetBeans for Java Standard Edition, for Enterprise Edition, C and C++, HTML and PHP, and all includes each of these programming languages. Okay, so my suggestion is to download and install this last one here. Okay, which is roughly 210 MB. So if you have that, so you are good to go with all the programming languages like C, C++, HTML, PHP. So wide variety of programming languages you can do within the same IDE here. Okay. So if you click on the download, it leads you to the download link, and your download starts automatically depending upon the browser you are using. So you can download and install NetBeans. After you once you have to download and install the JDK, which you can obtain from oracle.com. Go to Google and type JDK or Java download. So after that, you can download and install this NetBeans IDE. Then you are good up and running with doing programming here. Okay, so so in my system I have installed NetBeans 8.0 already. So if I click on this option here, okay, so I have made it pinned it in the taskbar here. Okay, so it looks like this NetBeans 8.0 IDE interface. NetBeans is a very powerful tool to code it in Java, PHP, and wide variety of languages like HTML5, projects, JavaScript, and everything. Okay. So before writing Java programs in NetBeans IDE, first we need to create a project here. Okay. So to do that, let's go to File, New Project, and select the Java categories, Java option in the categories, and let's select the Java application in the right hand side under the projects here. Click Next, and let's name our project as Hello World. It is very introductory. So it says that Hello World already exists. Okay. So let's say intro to Java here. Okay. So even though it says it's already exists here. Okay. So let's say Java Hello. So let's click Finish here. So NetBeans creates a project for us. Okay. So since we are learning about the very first time here, so let's get rid of all those things, whatever the NetBeans gives us automatically. Since we are learning since we are in very introductory lesson in Java programming, so let's do our coding on our own here. Okay, so NetBeans IDE provides with all the basic stuff like packages and everything. Okay, so the very first statement in a Java program is going to be a package. Okay, so package, so what is a package in detail we'll study in the subsequent lessons. So by now you say that you think that the Java package in Java is a collection of classes. Okay, so given stored under a name called package here. Okay, so the next statement would be public, so class, so Java hello here. Okay, so Java is a truly object-oriented programming language. Okay, so Java is a truly strictly object-oriented programming language. So everything you need to have in Java in classes here. Okay, so it's truly object-oriented programming language. So whatever you want, you write the code. You need to encapsulate that in a class here. Okay, so class is also known as a blueprint. Okay. So we'll study in detail about the object-oriented programming features of Java in the subsequent lessons. So for this introductory lesson, you think that so everything Java is a strictly object-oriented programming language, and everything you have in Java must be encapsulated inside a class here. Okay, so for that reason, we have written public class Java hello here. Okay, so Java hello is the name of our is a file name here. Okay, so here if you observe, Java hello is a name given to our code file here. Okay, source file Java hello. So it's not mandatory to have the name of the class as name of the source file here. Okay, it's always a good practice to follow to maintain a name of the source file as the class name here. Okay, so here we have public class Java hello, which is the name of the class. Okay, so let's write the main. So main is going to be very different in Java, so which goes like this: public static void main. Okay, and string args here. Okay, so here we have main, which is very different. If you observe in other programming languages like C, C++, and other languages, main is just int main or void main here. Okay, so here in Java it's a bit different. Here we have public and static keywords added to that, and also we have arguments. Later we learn to write command line arguments in a program. So for that purpose, we need to catch those command line arguments. We need to have a string args in our arguments parameter section here in the main here. Okay, so public here means the main should be accessible throughout the project in every class here. Okay, so for that reason we have named the main as public here. Okay, so static, which means that so main should be called automatically, so without instantiating the class which contains the main here. Okay, so for that reason we have we have made our void main as static here. Okay, so void is very straightforward, which means that it does not return anything here. Okay, so to print some text to our output window in Java, we need to use this println method. Okay, so it goes like this: system dot out dot println here. Okay, so this is the beauty of NetBeans. It automatically suggests whatever the methods that are there inside this system class here. Okay, so if you are using a good IDE, good tool like NetBeans, you need not remember all the thousands of methods which are stored inside the various classes in Java here. Okay, system.out.println is the method which you are going to use here. Okay, so inside that, let's say hello world from Java. Okay, a small message. So now we are done with our hello world program in Java, which is like here, just like this here. Okay, so to run this program in NetBeans IDE, there are number of ways here. If you press this little triangle, green triangle button, so it compiles and runs your small Java program here. Okay, so here, so hello world from Java. So whatever the message you have written in the system.out.println gets displayed in the output window here. Okay, so if you go to your program, so to revise once again, so here we have written a small program with sole purpose, a small Java program with sole purpose in life is to just to print the hello world message on the output window here. Okay, so to get up and running, we have chosen this small program here. So first, starting with the line here, the package, every Java program starts with a package and a couple of import statements also, which we are going to see in the next lesson. So package is nothing but is a collection of classes, okay, stored under a single name called package name here. And next we have a public class Java hello statement, which means that since Java is a strictly and purely object-oriented programming language, so whatever you write, the code must be encapsulated inside a class. Okay, so for that reason we have taken a class of public, which is public. That means that it is accessible to anywhere, to any other class or to any other file within the project here. Okay, so for that purpose we have made this class as public here. So we'll study in detail about this access specifiers when we learn about object-oriented features of Java programming language. So next line we have main. So main is quite a bit different, like in contemporary programming languages like C and C++. Here we have public static void main. So public means the main should be accessible anywhere within the program, within the project, and all the package, all the directories. So static, which means that the main should be called automatically without instantiating the class which contains the main here. So void is very straightforward, which means that the main does not return anything. So for that reason we have indicating that it's a void, and string args were used here as an parameters inside the main to catch the command line arguments. Okay, so later we do a program in that situation scenario also to handle the command line arguments and just display them or work with that data sent from the command line. Okay, so next we have system.out.println. Using the object out, we are using this println method, which is written inside a system class here. Okay, so here we have a small message to print to the output screen here. So once again, if you run the program, so you get that message displayed here. Okay, so this is the basic stuff about small Java program, introduction to Java programming. Hello world. So see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.